Hi, I'm Steffen Welsch. I'm director of Steffen Welsch Architects. We are a small architectural practice based in Collingwood in Melbourne. Been around for 22 years and hopefully we'll be around for another 22 years, so that'll be good here. Our practice pursues sort of a philosophy or ethos that we could call architecture as background, and that goes back to Austrian architect Hermann Scheck, who said a building should only speak when it is spoken to. What it means for us, a building comes to life when you interact with it. So that is an idea that's sort of deeply rooted in the idea of functional design, and when you then put that into a contemporary and wider and global context, then of course our buildings are part of a social, commercial environment, and they derive and interact and are part of the natural environment as well. Sustainability, it's worth understanding how sustainability is defined. The definition of sustainability is meeting today's needs without compromising the needs of future generations. And once you actually try and internalize this and you use this as your framework and your motivation for design, that changes everything. We always knew about life cycle assessments, but we started sort of applying them a few years ago now, and that was really a fundamental shift in our practice. We start applying LCAs at the design development stage of a project when we start thinking about materials and products and construction details. When I think about sort of working with suppliers, we fully rely on their expertise and we fully rely on their offerings. We're taking advice from suppliers, but actually when you then think about it, it goes beyond advice. I can't develop the product, but I can actually speak to somebody like Knauf and say, look, this is our idea. I think that can be very inspiring. That has been sort of my experience, getting advice. You do rely on product development and professional entities actually to support your ideas. There's no question. It is also important to see that companies and suppliers who we work with, that they are taking a leadership role, beyond just supplying the product. For example, I know that Knauf obviously committed to reduce scope 1 and 2 emissions by 50% by 2032. Their values are aligned with our values. Last year, we received the Sustainability Award for Best Small Practice. It is obviously, it's an encouragement more than anything else. I think it is valuable to have your approach validated by like-minded peers and qualified peers. So what's next? I think we all know the problems, we know the solutions, or are we working on the solutions? And I think we need to implement this. It's a rocky road. It's not an easy road, but I think we need to improve our focus. I think we need to focus on delivering better, sustainable buildings, full stop. There's sometimes sort of an opinion or a sense that sustainability relates to suffering, and that's not true. I think we got to rephrase this, we got to reframe this, and we got to say sustainability is an opportunity. If we use better materials, then we have healthier homes, we have less health issues, less mental health issues, all these things. So that we got to see this as an opportunity. And going back to the working together, this is what I found too through Architects Declare and also Product Aware. There's a sense of working together, and it's fantastic. It's great, So we're not competitors. Of course, we are competitors, but we are also allies at the same time. So I think that's the new quality. That is the new quality, and I think that needs to be cherished, and I think that needs to be emphasized, and that needs to be pursued.